Welcome to Born a Hawkeye. My name is Corey, and we have some troubling news out of New York City. We've been known about this troubling news coming out of Minnesota, which has a high population of Muslim refugees that are replaced. I gotta fix this door because it's loud. Jeez, the wind. It's kind of cold here. Subscribe for $2 a week. No thank you, New York Times. I will not subscribe to your bullcrap articles for no sort of money. So I went on Snopes. I just did a thumbnail for the video. I went on Snopes and I googled in the Muslim Community Patrol. First thing came up, Snopes. False. Sharia law in the United States, false. This is how they start it, all right? England already has no-go zones. There's video of a gay dude minding his own business, walking down a street in England, and he's being harassed, told he was going to be killed because he's gay, and you can get the hell out of here. We don't want you here. Tim Pool went to Sweden. There is no-go zones. They blow cars up every night. So these people are actually catering to them now. All right. If you look at the hate index map, white people are not committing hate. All right. All these propagandists like the SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center, which a reformed Muslim actually stepped out against, and they called him a racist. He was labeled on the hate group for the SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center, while they're shoveling money into islands. They make millions of dollars a year, and they're shoveling it off land so they can't ever be taxed on that money. These people are making millions of dollars off of hate. Look at the hate map where they label someone as a hate group, and a guy goes in and blasts up the office, shoots them up because he was labeled on this hate map that they saw. So you think about that. And look at the title. The thumbnail of my video shows the Muslim Community Patrol guy, which de Blasio completely allows. So it's completely legal for a private company to have red and blue lights, LED lights, the same exact cars that the New York City Police Department owns, driving around neighborhoods, right? This is Sharia law. That's what this is. I don't care what you call it, a community patrol. Are you kidding me? Community patrol. See if I would do that here in my community. If I rolled around in Pasco County Sheriff's cars with push bars on the front, and I labeled it something different with red and blue lights, I would be pulled over in an instant. I'd be fined. I'd probably be taken to jail for impersonating police. De Blasio is completely fine with this. Snopes, the first thing I pop up for a thumbnail, because I wanted a thumbnail on this, it says, New York City is implementing Sharia law. Well, yeah, no, that's false. That's a little bit crazy, but this is the start of it. Like I said, look at the UK. All right, Muslims form community patrols. Some neighbors say, no thanks, just like any other normal person would say. Self-funded groups see itself as a neighborhood watch. This is not no neighborhood watch. The stats are so skewed on hate. Look, all the hate crimes that actually happen, 85% of them are hate crimes done upon the same race or the same technicality of who these people are. They do it to themselves to create the hype for the leftist media to push out these things to make it normal. All right, Muslims aren't. They put a mosque right next to One World Trade Center. Supposedly the Islamists took our World Trade Centers down, and you put a mosque right next to it. What did they put on top of World Trade Center 1 that they lit it pink and celebrated killing kids after birth? They lit it pink, and everybody cheered. They lit it pink. So obviously de Blasio likes killing kids, and this is why the leftists love Islam so much. Cover the females' heads. Femininity, feminism. They don't care about feminism. They don't care about gay rights. They don't care. They mask and they hide their true goals. Authoritarianism. In Saudi Arabia, they chop off women's heads if they stray too far away from their men, or if a female leaves the house, or if you speak out against the government, they'll chop your head off. Oh, the leftists love that. Why do you think they put American, which is ridiculous, plastic American hijabs over their head at the Women's March? Why do you think Linda Sarsour was starting the Women's March? Why do you think the left is so tied to Islam? Because they are authoritarians. They want complete control. They dominate everywhere they go. Why do you think we fought them for so long? Why do you think we fought them for so long? Why do you think we created United States of America? Not because of them, but why do you think it's just ridiculous that these people think that they're bringing these people in, and the left is just completely fine with that, right? The left is completely fine with them throwing gays off of buildings, right? They would throw me off of a building. They would throw you off of a building. They don't like our views. So Snopes says this is false, that Sharia law is not coming. Well, then why the hell are you placing community patrols, Sharia law patrols that are actually in Muslim nations? Why is the left so tied to Islam? Authoritarianism. They don't care about gays. They obviously don't care about feminism. Yeah, okay. So the women's march leader, Linda Sarsour, which means cockroach in Islam. She's a freaking cockroach. She's a scourge. You won't kill her. Nuclear wars won't kill her. She'll still scatter around. Wears a hijab, but then she says that she's for women's rights. Oh, okay, just put something over your head like I got. I'm wearing this right now by choice because it's nice and cool out. I'm not wearing it because nobody's telling me to. Right? In Iran, did you see Iran in the 70s? Google image Iran in the 70s. Women in board shorts, women in I wouldn't say bikinis, but they had it wasn't as provocative back then, but it looked like America. Women, they were very modern civilization. They regressed. Look at Iran now. They regressed back. They went way far back. Way far back. That's what the left wants. They want control. The only way to control you is to regress and go back. And they brainwash these people into believing that they actually care about equality, all right? These people want you to have $15 minimum wage an hour jobs. Why? Because it ruins the economy. They want the Green Deal. They want to eliminate carbon taxes, they want carbon taxes. They want to eliminate any sort of fossil fuel income into the world. Income, I don't know if that's the right word. They want to control your freedom of movement, all right? Which is a right that you have. It's a constitutional right. They want to control that. Oh, they want no fossil fuels? Sorry, but if you have an electric car, you're burning fossil fuels because we burn coal to make that energy. And solar panels are not heavy enough yet to charge your car up to go to work. They don't want you moving from place to place. They want you stuck in the cities. They're burning California out, so all these towns are all going in. They're going to have fire ban zones on certain areas to live in California now. So you can't live in those areas anymore. Oh, these are too prone for fires. I won't speculate on how the fire started, but I will tell you that map looks very similar to the light speed rail. And those rails will eventually take you, if you have a bad social credit score, if you're a conservative and you don't agree with the socialist agenda, off to the camps. I'll tell you that much. So please, Snopes, tell me how this isn't Sharia law when they have this, all right? Please. The self-funding, sorry about that rant. This really upsets me how they align themselves with the left so much. And I always thought, I was thinking all last night, I'm not smart enough to, understand why the left, really aligns with Islam. I'm not. And I've been wanting to make a video. I don't want people to think I've, stopped making videos. But I've been trying to rationalize how they actually... How do people people are brainwashed. They're so brainwashed, and hopefully I can wake some people up. putting something over your face is not feminist, all right? Aligning with the Muslim radical Islam agenda is not feminist. They kill gays. They throw them off of roofs. They cane women. They're not allowed to leave the kitchen. So you want to joke about us talking about women not leaving the kitchen? That they don't leave. They don't let them leave. All right. So please tell me that this isn't leading Dearborn, Michigan. Just YouTube Dearborn, Michigan. Walmart, Dearborn, Michigan. Google it. YouTube it. Everybody's in a hijab. They are transferring these people here into our country, and they're bringing them into our heartland. Our heartland. It's the heart of our country. They're killing us from the heart out. And this guy's in front of an American flag. Look at this. All right? This right here is illegal in Florida. You're not allowed to have blue or red lights. You can't have that. De Blasio is completely fine with that. Completely fine with that. Muslim Community Patrol looks just like New York City Police Department. Looks just like it. But they're just like a neighborhood watch. He looks pretty not militarized, but he looks pretty authoritative, doesn't he? This is exactly what they have in Islamic countries. They don't have as much funding, but this is what they do. Like I said, Google Iran. Then and now. Back then looks like it should now, and now then. Google it. Look at it. They all had books, carrying books, going to school. You know, it was all, you know, they had freedoms. Now they have hijabs over their head. Why do you think when ISIS leaves their towns, they take their hijabs off and they burn them? Those are the real feminists. Why is nobody talking about this? Vice President of Muslim Community Patrol Service outside the police department. All right, with a car group intends to patrol a neighborhood in Brooklyn. You're patrolling neighborhoods in Brooklyn for what? Are you gonna pull a girl over and say, "Hey, your skirt's too low"? Like, right? You're creating no-go zones. I'm so glad I made a video right now because I'm getting this all off my head. I didn't think I was smart enough to actually articulate what I thought about this until now. Whenever this camera comes out and I'm talking to you guys because I care about the facts, it makes my brain act a lot freaking smarter, and I actually get what I want to say out. And nobody will probably watch this. This will be immediately demonetized. And I know I bitch about that a lot, but it does matter when it's demonetized. It's not about the money that goes in my pocket. When you're demonetized, you are downranked and your video is not shared. So it's not just me bitching about money. My ad revenue right now, since I've been monetized for about a month and a half, is $37. And that's after $30 in super chats. And they take 40% of your money. So I'm not making money off this, guys. All right. But when I get in front of you guys, it really gets my brain going because I've been worried about making videos. I'm like, I want to make this video, but I don't know how to like verbalize it. Like, this really upsets me. When he first spotted Punish a Muslim Day seen online, fake hate crimes. Fake hate crimes, they're all over. The letter mailed last spring throughout England encouraged violence that ranged from pulling a woman's headscarf, which was false. That was false. I love how the New York Times, that was a false story, but they are still acting like it's real. That never happened. She never got her headscarf pulled off. She never got threatened to get murdered. That was a false story, and it was proven. But look, they never retract that. They show it to their readers as if it's true. Pulling off a woman's head. Buying mosques. Alright, I have to use the restroom real fast. Please watch this video. I am so heated right now. And what's going on? This video is pulled up. This video is pulled up.
Residents in New York say they're alarmed after seeing Muslim community patrols driving through their neighborhoods in what look like police cars. One America's Shar has the details.
New Yorkers say they're shocked after seeing Muslim patrol cars roaming their neighborhoods like police squads. These Muslim community patrols just began operating in Brooklyn this year, and according to the Council on American-Islamic Relations, they are the first of their kind in the United States. The patrols sprang up as an apparent response to some 14 biased incidents against New York Muslims in 2017. Actually, a rather low number, considering there's over 8.6 million people living in the city. According to the group's vice president, Noor Rabah, the group currently has 30 members, but plans on rapidly expanding to cover the entire city. He describes the Muslim patrols like a neighborhood watch, but on steroids, with members dressed like police officers and driving cars identical to police squad cars. Residents say they're uncomfortable with the patrols, which they describe as being similar to Sharia police. Others have raised doubts about the purpose of the patrols, saying New York's police department is already very diverse, and their only job is to patrol the city streets and protect people from harassment or crime. So why does there need to be a Muslim group tasked with the same job as the police? Even other Muslims have raised questions about the need for the patrols, with residents expressing fears this is just another form of Sharia law enforcement. Similar groups can already be seen in other major European cities in Denmark, Germany, France, Sweden, and Britain. These patrols have been going on for years.
Snopes says, Sharia, no. You know what Snopes says? That SNUFF, FILMS, aren't real. There's no such thing as SNUFF. There's no such thing. They say it's false. Has anybody watched 8mm? It's a great film, by the way.
And a CNN report caught Muslims from patrol in London harassing residents. In Whitechapel, one man can be heard insulting a gay man, calling him offensive names and telling him he wasn't welcome in a Muslim area. Others denounce residents for drinking, claiming this is a Muslim area and alcohol is not permitted.
Looks like Born a Hawkeye is out. That's a no-go zone for me.
They also harassed a woman as she was crossing the street, warning her that her short skirt was not allowed in Muslim areas. And now, with the arrival of these Muslim patrols to New York City, Americans are becoming worried they'll fall under the same harassment for not following Islamic practices. Pearson Sharp, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this?
They did an amazing job. I don't know if I have to go any further. I'm very tired. I didn't really have the energy to do this. I love all you guys that follow me and that actually care about the situations that are happening currently in America, but only de Blasio would allow this, right? De Blasio likes killing babies. They like killing babies. They love killing babies after birth, right? But they claim to actually care about gun violence when kids get killed. Like the Parkland event here in my home state, where it could have been avoided, where the dude like pistol whipped his grandma and said he was going to do what he was going to do, but their diversity laws in Broward County, because they're so corrupt, they had to skew it because his last name was Cruz, because they didn't want minorities to look like they were getting locked up. The school to prison pipeline didn't look good for their community, and they were skewing their crime stats by slapping these kids on the wrist. 50 times he had calls. 50 times. I'm not subscribing, you cunt. 50 times. Nothing happened. This all comes back to the same thing. Leftism, equality, diversity, and acceptance. And it all sounds so good. It sounds so good, but it's not. I don't have to read any more of this, guys. I'm not even going to link this article. But, look. That just boiled inside of me, said Mr. Ali 38, who moved. Why did my camera just go out? That was very strange. I swear to God, I did not put my thumb over that. These have happened when I'm done. Okay, whatever. From Yemen in 1990. That's when I said to myself, it's really important to come out and protect okay, whatever. This is ridiculous. I love y'all. Born a Hawkeye. I hope y'all got something out of this. Please leave your likes. Leave your likes. It really does help, because I know this is going to be demonetized, and the only way that's going to push it out so I get more viewers and more subscribers is if you guys like it. If you dislike it, I don't know. You must not be an American, because we have a substantial threat right now that's coming to our community. We have no-go zones currently being enveloped right now in New York City with Muslim patrols in Sharia law. So the gay-loving New York City, they have Muslim community patrol Sharia law actively going around. So you can't be gay in New York City pretty soon. I love y'all. Born a Hawkeye. Out.